Hey guys, what is up? Gaming with Ghost here, and we have a new game that I have yet to see. It's called The Song Out of Space, and I tell you what, I'm loving this music already, so let's get started here. Alright folks, I just restarted the game. Let's give this another try. There we go. That was weird. Okay, new game. I have yet to play this game. I know nothing about this game. I've never seen this game. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance? Okay. FBI headquarters, December 4th, 1971. Ooh, choose your character. Catherine Armstrong. 1936. Boston, Massachusetts. 26 years of age. Kathy. A recent arrival to the force and one of the few women in the Bureau, despite her praise for the agents at Quantico. So far she has made mediocre field performance. Okay. Ooh, better for paperwork than agents work. That's a slap in the face. Oh! No offense, but I'm just gonna go with the guy. You know, Stuart Ross, looking pretty dope. No nickname. One of the oldest. Yes, I could tell. With that pixely looking face. His scientific skills are below average, but he has many contacts and he sucks at...
Wow!
Oh, wait, what? Which might be proved in the... Okay. Play as Stuart Ross. Let's give it a go. Achievement already, fresh out the bag. The old bag. The old bag. Play as Stuart Ross. Okay. Ross, my man, I'm glad to see you. Dude, you do not look like you talk like that. I heard this... Whoa, language hit you during the raid. I thought your days as a field agent were gone, but here you are in one piece. I don't think that you've seen properly introduced to Kathy. She joined the Bureau with you while you were away. Hello, Agent. I've heard a lot, but you passed achievements in the academy. Maybe I could teach you a few tricks. Yeah, I'm humble, okay? Let's do this. That's what I thought. 2, your file still more like reading a cheap... Oh, sorry, I got something in my way here. Let me move this. Whoa. Okay, sorry about that minor inconvenience. My light was kind of in front of my TV, so I couldn't read anything. I was kind of guessing as I went along. She's cute, and the folks say she's smart. Too bad she has a bad temper, too. Good, that's what we need. Nevertheless, I didn't bring you here to talk about women, Ross. We need to put you back in immediately if we want to stop whatever these danged commies are planning next. The whole deal with the Ruskies started to go to heck when we caught them red-handed building nuclear silos in Cuba. Who is this? Is this Sorry, I am a history major, but I'm drawing a blank here. I know this is during the Cold War, I could tell. Where the heck do they get off? That's right, in our own backyard. And instead of fighting them, we had to negotiate to make them back down. Ridiculous. There was no other way to avoid war. Sure. You sound just like the newspapers licking the president's butt. So I guess this isn't the president. But yeah, it was Kennedy lowering his pants. A man must never show weakness to a bully. Now the Soviets know that they can threaten to get whatever they want. Of course, I am not happy that the guy died. It was tragedy, but in the way he had it coming. Fortunately, I'm not the only one on the Bureau who thinks that you've been underestimating the Red Menace. That's why you are here. Take a look at these pictures. Yes, sir. You mean these pictures? The only ones I can click on? Whoa, it's a mutilated corpse. The pictures aren't very nice. Let's see, shall we? There are several bodies in the picture and their insides are all out. There's blood everywhere. Awesome, let me look at it. What the heck is something like this? A tiger or maybe a bear? Perhaps the Russians? I don't know. It's some kind of radar station. It doesn't belong to the military though. I don't even know what to say about this. Someone flayed this poor soul like a farm animal.
This is wonderful.
He's skinless. I've had enough of this disgusting stuff. And you call yourself a cop. Okay, lovely, isn't it? What the heck? This is insane. And from what I've heard, it's even worse in person. The work of a feral beast, if you ask me. If I had been an animal, there would be visible and claw marks all over the bodies. But here it seems that the skin was removed with some kind of sharp blade. Yeah, well, we'll take your word for it, Kathy, because you know everything, I'm sure. The pictures are from an astronomical observatory. This morning, the sheriff found this desecration. Sorry, it's late. 12 bodies slaughtered, and one of the researchers is still missing. We don't know who did this or why. So what can we do? It's simple. I want you to go and make sure that there's nothing on this case that involves the Ruskies. Normally we wouldn't send federal agents, but the town is a few miles away from the Fairchild Air Force Base, which has a lot of things that the commies would like to take a look at. I understand. We're friggin' on it. Just drive there, ask a few questions, let Kathy do the paperwork. I'm sure you'll be back sooner than you think. Let's click on the jogging shoes. You and your partner walked to the FBI's parking lot and took the black Cadillac that had been assigned to you. Whoa, we're rolling in a caddy. You drove the car for several days, only stopping to sleep in motels whilst on the road. Every mile you drove away from the headquarters of the Bureau lifted an oppressive feeling off your chest. How about eyes on the road? Overall, the state of Washington wasn't very welcoming, most of it as if trying to warn you to stay away. Well, yeah, it's Washington. What else we got? I don't like her face. Look at that mean mug she's giving us right now. Look at those lips twitching side to side. I think she's mad that I didn't choose her, if you know what I mean. Catherine was silent, frowning. Something seemed to be bugging her. Do you want something? Do you have a problem with me? I just don't like your attitude, that's all. Would you care to explain? Well, the way you were joking with McConnelly about me, as if I was a dumb girl who needed a man to tell me how to do real world works out there. As if I didn't know how to do my job. You know what? You're totally capable of doing whatever you want. Just, I didn't need your validation. Look, I know you're trying to be nice, I'm just peed. I know they're going to demote me sooner or later, and it wouldn't be because of my skills, but because of what I've done because of what I have in my pants. So you gotta keep in mind, during this time, women they weren't looked at the same in the job force as men were, so she's got it tough. You don't know that for sure. Times are changing. We both know things aren't changing that fast, but I do appreciate your words. You're not the chauvinistic bigot I thought you were. Haha. Well, I put a smile on that ugly face. Chauvinistic. I can't deal with long trips, but not with uncomfortable silences. Let's turn on the radio. See what tunes we got. Dude, your radio is possessed. Turn that off. Weird. That's when you realize you were just about arriving at your destination. Good. No more silence. A town called Gardner in Washington State. A bunch of noisy villagers watched closely as our car entered the small town. Okay. The town was not very big, but the streets were crowded. Everyone seemed peaceful and calm, all of them oblivious to the brutal crimes of what just had occurred a few kilometers away. I promise I can normally read better. As soon as you stepped out of the car, a young man came towards you. Oh, shoot. Black suits driving a black Cadillac? Are you the FBI, CIA, or maybe another more shady organization? Yeah, it's called the Men in Black. Have you seen any aliens? We're from the FBI, yes. Wow, federal agents in our town, finally. Everyone will see what I was rolling all along. I don't know if he's Australian or not, but let's go with it. Oh, I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Daniel Brown. Now my voice is changing. Author of the 14 report. Are you here for the dead scientist? The sheriff has not let the press in on the site. Is it true that one of the astronomers is still missing? Do you have any clue of his whereabouts? We just got here, bro. You just saw us roll up in our black Cadillac, and you're already asking me 100 questions. But surely you know at least something, don't you? The readers deserve to know. Who's this? What readers, Daniel? What the? Look at that smile. He is creepy. See, eyeballing my friend? The weirdo friend of yours was the only one who ever read your stupid flying saucer fanzine. Oh, so he's one of those. And look, what he ended up doing. You don't know for sure that Nicholas was the killer. What I know is that I can get you arrested for obstruction of justice. Now scram. Yeah, that's better. I'm sorry that creep bothered you folks. You were a bit rude, Sheriff. Nah, I'm gonna be nice. I'm glad you came, Sheriff. No, I'm just lackey. The sheriff is my boss. I'm Albert Crane, the deputy police, to meet you. I take it you're the federal agent that was sent over to investigate. And the beautiful lady is your wife? Come on, man, I'm better than that. Excuse me, I'm Agent Armstrong, FBI. Oh, wow. Look at him, flopping his eyebrows. So are you single? And ready to mingle? Oh, sorry. Just asking. To be honest, I'm not really sure why they sent you. The sheriff and I have already identified the killer. It may take some time, but he will be found and brought to justice. I guess you made that long trip in vain. We'd like to check out this crime scene for ourselves. I don't take your word for it. You're a small town cop. I'm sure you didn't put too much work into it. It's a couple of miles from here in my car, and I'll drive you there. You know, I keep skipping a lot of dialogue. I wonder if I'm missing out on anything important. Ooh, that's a big satellite. Hey, George, the feds are here. The sheriff seemed nervous. He quickly tossed his cigarette and walked towards you. I'm George Barry, the sheriff of Gardner. And you are? I'm Rashid Armstrong. I'd say that I'm pleased to meet you, but the circumstances are quite grim. You'll find that the crime scene inside the station with the bodies and everything. Jeez. What is this place? It's a research station of some kind. I don't know. There haven't been any problems with it until now, but I'm sure that the future in the town will be wary about accepting foreigners. Mama, maybe it's better if you see it with your own eyes. Afterwards, I'll answer any more questions you have. Okay. Sounds like you don't want to talk much. The place was an old army radar station, which had later been repurposed to gather radio signals from space. The military design was still evident, though. It was high in the mountains, so the air was cold, perhaps too cold for this time of year. Jeez. Shots fired. As soon as you opened the door, you regretted it instantly. A flow of foul, rotten air invaded the whole place. You covered your mouth with one hand, trying separately to control the sudden urge to vomit, and then you stepped inside. Oh, shoot. The interior was welcoming as promised. It was hard to breathe amongst the smell of half-rotten corpses. Whoa. You step inside, your shoe touches something on the ground. A mutilated arm. Awesome. Just one of the dozens of human remains scattered all over the place. What the heck happened here? Did someone throw a grenade? That bad, eh? Okay, let's see. Over a table full of computer controls, there was a main event, the whole circus of horror. A small and bloody human torso. The skin had been removed, the legs butchered, the eyes had been pulled out, and they were lying close to the head.
Now you know he did.
The body had been covered by a pile of human ears. You counted them, 24. Oh crap. There was an axe on the table and it was bloody. There was small chunks of flesh all over the edge of its head. And on the table too. All this was done by just a single person with an axe? I find that hard to believe. There was a group of mutilated corpses lying on the ground. Arms and legs had been chopped off with blatant disregard. Some bodies had been decapitated too. The sheriff showed his face through the door. We haven't found all the heads yet. Catherine walked towards the bodies, examining them carefully. It's not just the limbs that have been cut off, the ears. They've all been removed. About that. Maybe you should check the body on the table. I can do that. Gosh, I hope these poor people died quickly. Well, this is something I've never seen before. Of course I have. I do have a degree in forensics, you know, but I had never seen bodies desecrated in this manner. If it freaks you out, that's a good thing. That's true. Yeah, I guess it means I'm still sane. Anyways, you don't need to worry about me. Any theories? This kind of sadism can only be the work of a psychopath. The objective was not just killing. These people have been desecrated to levels of insanity. It makes no sense to any rational mind. It wasn't fury, it wasn't revenge, it was joy. The suspect was having a blast, or just seeing the remains of a big party. Anyways, you don't need to worry about me. Can you tell me anything? Body show signs of struggle, all kinds of bites, bruising, lacerations. If it wasn't because of, well, everything else, I'd say they got into a big fight. The dismemberments must have been done with a heavy-edged weapon, maybe that axe over there. Yeah. Can I help you with anything else? Okay, I guess she's not much of a help. Okay. That's my partner. Big help. That's what we call her back at the office. Okay, leaving so soon, there might be more clues to check. Okay. Let's take another look. I guess you understand the situation better now. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer. Where were they seen alive last? That's the strangest part. I visited them that afternoon. Everything seemed normal. Who could have imagined that they would be like this in the morning? When did you find them? In the morning, around 9 a.m. You see, I'm friends with Carrie's family. She was married to William Kowalski, one of the scientists working here. She told me that her husband hadn't come home last night. I wanted to check if he was actually working. Sigh. She thought he was having an affair. Know anything about the missing scientist? His name is Nicholas Forrester, but everyone calls him Nico, an unremarkable guy, fresh out of college. That's sad. Not the sanest fellow, that one. Always talking about UFOs, government conspiracies, but we never thought he'll come to this. He hasn't been since we found the bodies. I think he ran away into the woods. Oh, is that the suspect? The sick blank. I hope Beast finds him and make him pay for what he's done. I will still be merciful compared to what I would do to find that fricker if I got my hands on him. This cop reminds me of Farva from Super Troopers.
Give me a
Look at him.
liter of cola.
You seem pretty convinced he's guilty. Come on, there's no other explanation. It had to be him. He was working the night of the murders. He's the only one whose corpse is not rotting in there, and he ran away. I just wonder what the heck makes a lanky scientist lose his head and chop up his friends like that. How about somebody came in there and he ran away? That's when Catherine came out of the station. She had something in her hands, a bloody arm. Seems you guys missed a clue. Okay, all we got. The tapes have dates on them, so maybe they're recordings made by the scientist. Wait a minute. Yes, the one from the night murders happened is missing. Oh, that guy. Yeah, well, whatever. The detail doesn't change the bigger picture, does it? Most likely, the murderer took it with him to cover his tracks. Folks, it's getting pretty late, so I'm going back to the gate until the doctor arrives tomorrow and disposes of the bodies. The last thing we want is animals having a feast with the deceased, and I'm sure you're pretty tired, so Albert can could drive you back to your hotel if that's okay. Sure, I'd love to take a shower. What does that have anything? Oh, yeah, because you're disgusted. Okay, makes sense. Okay, you're heading the deputy's car. He drove you back to the hotel in the town. A lot of reading in this game. Did not account for that. After checking in the hotel, you went straight to your room. Hello, Ross. Finally, I've been trying to get in touch with you for hours. Just arrived from the crime scene. Dang, if you were there so long, then you must have found something interesting. Listen, I'll be speaking tomorrow with some of the top dogs in Washington. Seems that Fairchild Base was about to start testing a new prototype for the Air Force, so they're pretty nervous about the whole incident. Naturally, I've advised to stop the entire operation until you finish your investigation, so I wanted to check with you about any evidence the Soviet involvement you might have found. That's your main hypothesis, right? We don't think it was the Russians. Come on, Ross, you must be a bit rusty, but you can't be that blind to what's really going on. This all happens just when the base is about to get complete schematics of a new aircraft. Can't be a coincidence. Everybody in Washington is looking at the case. You need to find solid evidence, and soon. Your credibility is on the line here. And let me be clear on this. If you're not able to find anything, I'll make sure to send someone that can. Understood? Let's calm down a bit here, J. Edgar Hoover. Okay? Yes, sir. So, this is how it goes, huh? If we solve the case, he takes the credit in Washington. If we don't, then we take the blame. Scumbag. Scumbag. Anyways, I should forget about that now and call it a day. Let's hit the old sack. You barely got any sleep. Strange nightmares kept on haunting you whenever you closed your eyes. Well, I'd say it's just all bloody corpse.
What is that?
When the sun finally rose, you had a quick breakfast, then headed down to the reception area. We said to meet here. Where the heck is she? Probably getting ready, trying to look nice, you know. For such a small town, the hotel's pretty fancy. Yes, how may I help you, sir? Have you seen my partner? As far as I know, Miss Armstrong's still in her room. Should I call her to tell her to meet you here? Yes, please. I'll do it right away. Okay, make it a little quicker than that. Well, she seems quite busy. Perhaps it's better not to bother her right now. I can't leave until Kathy shows up. There you are. It's about time. Good morning. Sorry for being late, but I was reviewing my files on the dead scientist. Well, find anything useful at least? Not really. They'd all just graduated from college. For most of them, this was just a temporary assignment while they worked on their PhDs. That's too bad. I heard someone call you yesterday night. Sorry for the intrusion, but the walls are pretty thin. Was it McConnelly from the Bureau? Yeah, he wants the case solved fast. So first he tells us that it'll be an easy job. Now he rushes us to finish quick. Well, if he wants us to be fast, I've got an idea. I think we should separate today. That way we'll be able to follow more leads at the same time. Partners are supposed to stick together, but you might be onto something. Thanks, I think I'll pay a visit to Kowalski's widow. Believe she'll be more open to talking to me. The question is, who should talk to today? Let's talk to Daniel. The funny guy, the deputy said he was friends with the missing scientist Nicole Forrester. As a friend of our prime suspect, he might know something about what could have happened to him. Any more suspects you want to interrogate? My contact. Maybe they know something more about the Fairchild and the Air Force Base, something relevant to our case. It's a long shot, but it might be worth it to make the call and find out. Anyone else you'd like to call? I know who to talk to. In that case, I'll take off. Let's meet you after you're done with the first suspect and we can share notes. Sounds like a plan. Okay, I've got two options here. Let's go visit Daniel. The weirdo Daniel. Daniel Brown's house is located in the resident further. Okay. Ooh, nice house, Daniel. Alrighty, so I see that my camera is dying. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Oh, am I supposed to be saving this whole time? That's risky. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it there because my camera's dying. So anyways, if you like this game, I'll keep going with it. Comment down below if you have played this or have seen anyone else play it, what you think of it, anything like that. Like I said, it just came out. I didn't know much about it. It was only $4 on the Xbox store, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So anyways, that is it with the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and smash that like button. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.